In today's video, we are going to use this Secopad window screen replacement kit to put new mesh in a screen window. I bought this last summer for $23 Canadian plus tax. This is the one we're going to replace today. And here's a couple of the other ones that I've replaced the mesh in, but not installed them yet. Contents of the box are a 39-inch by 78-inch mesh screen, a measuring tape, knife for cutting the screen, a roller for putting the spline into place, hook for getting the old spline out, and a length of spline. We're going to start by removing the old mesh and the spline with this hook. So over here, we'll see that the spline, the end of the spline is there. Find that point. Just pull it out. And if you have tabs like this for pulling on your screen, just take note of how they went in, and we'll install them in the same way. Now we're going to clean the frame. I'm going to use an old toothbrush, bottle of water, spray it down, and a rag with cleaner I like to use. Get as much of the old spline and mesh out as you possibly can, as I did there. This is what we got. The more you can get out, the better your new mesh and spline will fit in. Now we're going to cut the mesh out, and we have to leave about 2 inches overlap. So I positioned that there. I'm just going to use a square, get a straight edge to lay it down when I cut this with the knife, because you can kind of go a little bit awry if you don't use something there. We'll put our square like that. Now that we have our screen cut to size, I've turned the frame back over so that our groove for the spline is facing towards us. The spline is going to go in like that. So we move our screen like so. Just take your time with this, because we're going to use this roller, and we can see that the roller here on this side has a groove for the spline, and on the other side it's flat. What I find generally, when I'm just first pushing the spline into place, I use the groove part, and then if it needs to be forced down a bit more, I'll use this one. But we don't want to go too aggressive with that. And as we go with this, we're going to try to keep the screen flat. So we'll push that down in there. Keep the spline off the screen so that the weight doesn't push it down. And then I'm going to start using that portion of the roller here. So what's worked well for me is once I get one end of the spline in place and the screen appears to be kind of flat with no bubbles in it, so to speak, I'll make the little curve over here to keep going, but I'll get the spline down really secure. So I'm gonna put a lot more pressure on it this time and force it down in there so that the screen doesn't pop out as I do the other sides. And there we have it. Spline is in place. Just make sure that's all down securely, and we will cut it to the correct size. I forgot to install our hook for pulling the window out of place, so I just took the hook tool, pushed the spline out, and then pushed it down underneath the spline and back into place. Only thing left to do here is cut the excess screen away. I'm actually going to use a full-size box cutter knife. I find this little tool will definitely do the job, but a little hard to hold. Here is our newly repaired window screen installed in the window from which it came. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.